So let's talk about the expectations when using SenSci Activ bedbug lure, either in SenSci Volcano bedbug detector or another device. And so when we look at our research to date, we have found that the lure will increase how many bugs a monitor collects over time by about up to twofold or more. And so when we put the lure in a device, we may capture 50 bed bugs without the lure, but then with the lure we may capture 70, 80, 100. And so the difference is going to depend upon the infestation in regards to where the bugs are, how they're moving around, this, that, and the other. And now many of those tests, though, were done in more significant infestations because we're looking for data, we're looking for numbers so we can kind of set apart. Obviously, when you evaluate the capture of a device in a low-level infestation, it's a lot more difficult because you may only have 2 bugs in there, and if one device catches 1 and the other device catches 2, is there a significant difference there? And so the effectiveness of these monitors in low-level infestations is going to take time. But one of the things I want to address in this expectations portion is people going out and looking at a bed and saying, Jeff, I looked at this bed and I found 8 bed bugs inside of it. And I put 2 of the active volcanoes underneath the bed. I left it for, let's say, 4 days, and I didn't capture any bugs. I don't think your device is working. And what I say to people in that situation is that, well, let's keep in mind what this device is. Remember that the lure mimics chemicals on the surface of the skin, and the analogy I use is a sweaty shirt. And so if you had 8 bed bugs in this bed, and you took a sweaty shirt, and we know bed bugs are attracted to sweaty shirts, that research has been done because there's chemicals from the surface of the skin on that shirt, and you put that shirt underneath the bed, how long would it take for you to find a bed bug on that shirt? 24 hours? 72 hours? 1 week? I don't know if we know the exact time frame because it depends on how the bugs are moving around, this, that, and the other. But you may not expect to find more than 1 or 2 bugs on that shirt over the course of a couple days or a week or more. And you may not expect to find any because remember, the bugs are in that bed. And in that bed is somebody sleeping who's emitting carbon dioxide, heat, and has chemicals on the surface of their skin. And so that's an ideal environment for those bugs. And so there may be no reason for the bugs to leave that bed in the first place. And so that low-level infestation evaluation of how well and what percentage of bugs these devices with the lure can be expected to detect over whatever time frame is going to take some time. But what I ask is that people don't jump to conclusions because you had 6 bugs in this bed or 10 bugs and you put an active volcano below it and didn't catch anything, that it's not working. Well, that may not necessarily be the case. We don't know how those bugs are moving around. That may be an unfair way to evaluate the monitor. To me, when I think about these, I think about them in proactive settings. And so there are no bed bugs in this environment. We have 1 active volcano to the head side of the bed, to each of the head sides, so 2 under each bed or couch, or whatever the case may be. And then bed bugs are introduced into this environment. They're going to walk along seams and edges to gain access to that bed. They encounter an active volcano. They say, this smells like food to me. It smells like that sweaty shirt. I better go check it out to see what it is. Hence, the bug falls into the device and away you go. And so, to me, it's going to be really interesting to see the data play out in a proactive setting. Can we put them into environments where bugs aren't present? Now, it's not to say they can't be used in a reactive setting. They absolutely can. We've caught hundreds and thousands of bugs with them in reactive settings where bed bugs are already here and we put them underneath the bed or associated with the bed or couches or whatever the case may be. We just need to be careful evaluating them in low-level infestations. We don't have that data yet, and saying the device doesn't work when there's only 5 bugs in the bed may be an unfair way to evaluate the device. And so as we get more data, we obviously will be sharing that with everyone. And we also, ask that everybody, as you gain experience and find successes and failures with the devices, we want to know about it. We want to know what to expect so that way we can share that information with everybody using the products.